Hi, fourth grade. Today we're going to be looking at a preview of lesson 4.3 called Special Factors. Okay. So today we're going to be looking for patterns when we multiply. And we're going to be using a special trick today I call the zeros trick. And this is to help you multiply larger numbers more easily that have zeros in them. Okay. So the zeros trick is cross off the zeros and just multiply the single digit numbers that are other than 0. And then you add the zeros back at the end of the problem. Okay? So it makes more sense when you look at it. So for example, if we were multiplying 3 times 30, okay, 30 is kind of a big number. What I want you to do is I want you to cross this 0 off and think of it as I'm multiplying 3 times 3 tens. Well, we all know what 3 times 3 is, right? 3 times 3 is 9. Well, 3 times 3 tens is 9 tens. And we know that 9 tens is equal to 90. So 3 times 30 is 90. So again, all I did was I crossed off my 0, and I multiplied 3 times 3, which is 9, and then I added my 0 back at the end. So 3 times 30 is 90, okay? However, something that you need to keep in mind is that however many zeros are in both of the factors combined are how many zeros that should be in the product. So for example, in this problem, we have 200 times 30. So I'm going to count the zeros in the factors. So there are 1, 2, 3 zeros in these factors. So we have 3 zeros in both factors. That means there should also be 3 zeros in the product over here, okay? So just like we did last time, we're going to cross off the zeros and pretend that they're not even there. And we're going to multiply just the single digit numbers. I'm going to multiply 2 times 3, which I know is 6, okay? And since there are 1, 2, 3 zeros in the factors, I need to add back 3 zeros into my product, okay? So 200 times 30 is equal to 6,000. Notice that the number of zeros in the product matches the number of zeros in both of the factors, okay? Let's look at another example. Say we were multiplying 500 times 700. Those are really big numbers and seem intimidating to multiply. But I don't want you to be intimidated because now you know this great rule, okay? So we're just going to cross off these zeros, pretend that they're not there, and I'm going to multiply 5 times 7, which I know my fast facts, I know that that's 35. Okay, well let's count how many zeros we need to add back. I crossed off 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to add 4 zeros over here. And then I'll add my comma at the very end. So starting at the right, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. My comma goes right there. So 500 times 700 is 350,000. Okay, so those are 2 examples, and we're going to practice this in class tomorrow, but I wanted to give you a little preview. All right, have a nice evening, fourth grade.